seen me leading a group of congressional representatives to the Department of Education early in the morning, 19 degrees in Washington, as we tried to meet with Trump's WrestleMania Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon. We have since learned that her main job is to shutter the Department of Education. And I want you to know that I want you to meet someone who knows exactly how Trump's cuts are going to harm public education. And right here in this wonderful city, Dr. Anil Muhammad is the president of the Torrance Unified School District Board of Education. He has over 10 years of combined experience in public education, human resources, technology, and leadership. He is currently the Director of Human Resources classified at the Huntington Beach Union High School District. He also teaches business and information technology courses at Rio Hondo College. But I want to tell you something about Torrance and about education. Torrance is serious about education, and they have something called the Torrance Education Foundation, which has tremendous support. They raise additional money for additional resources, and the proof of the pudding is in the eating, and they send almost 100% of their high school students off to college. Pat Fury is the president of Torrance Education Foundation. Dr. Anil Muhammad, again, who's the president of the Torrance Unified School District Board. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Congresswoman. Really appreciate the opportunity to share some thoughts. And you're absolutely right. President Pat Fury is here, and Torrance Education Foundation does a lot for our school district, and we're proud to have their support and their support of our students. So thank you so much for that. Our school is a really high-performing school, and I must say that because there's a lot of great things that are happening. We have our dual immersion program, where a couple of our elementary schools have a program where students get to learn about another language, another culture, in addition to their current curriculum, which only helps prepare them as they move forward in their academic career in middle school and high school. We also have expanded our after-school programs for before and after school, so that parents who need to work longer or want to expose their children to more enrichment activities can take advantage of those opportunities as well. And they're affordable, because we recognize that not everybody can afford after-school programs, and we've tried to take advantage of some of the grants and some of the opportunities so that our families could participate in them. In addition, we have started the early college program a few years back, and we're expanding that to other high schools. And what that really means in a nutshell is that you can have a high school student entering 9th grade take advantage of our early college program at El Camino, rake up some units, and graduate not only with a high school degree, but they can also potentially graduate with an AA degree, saving them 2 years worth of college for free, which means that they only go to college for another 2 years, potentially for a bachelor's degree, and that's a great program, and we're expanding that to our other high schools as well. We're also instituted the Universal TK program across all of our elementary school. My daughter's participating in the TK and learning so much more, helping her prepare for our kindergarten next year. And so many other students are also taking advantage of that free program that is helping our young families who potentially may not be able to afford preschool or Montessori or any other opportunities at an earlier age. So we're really thankful for the opportunity to expand that program. Recently, some of you may have heard about our Invention Convention, which a lot of our elementary students are participating and innovating ideas, and many of them have competed nationally and earned patents. These are second graders, third graders, fourth graders who are earning patents through the Invention Convention. And these are excellent programs that are driven by our teachers, by our staff, and by our administrators, and we need more of them at this time, not necessarily to cut them. Now is not the time to be cutting education at the federal level or any other level, because these individuals are the ones that are actually making these programs possible for our students and their success. However, districts are facing some challenges. Many of our districts in California are facing declining enrollment, as we know, which means that they're either forced to contract, budgetary constraints are coming up. Many districts are also trying to figure out a way to help support and students with mental health and wellness resources, as we know that that has really helped students improve in their learning. And so we want to try to see, what districts can do on that front, as well as the key word here, which is affordability. As we know that on two prongs, one is affordability of our staff and our teachers and those who are trying to come into our community. It is very difficult. High rents, high cost of living, home prices have gone up. And so that's one angle, but then the other angle is also for a teacher or a non-teacher in our schools. We need to be paying them more in order for them to survive and for them to also live well. It is hard to survive on the income of two educational, individuals on an income right now. So we need to be actually looking into that and channeling our resources to help supporting those initiatives. So now is not necessarily the time to be cutting the Department of Ed, because there are a couple of programs that Congresswoman touched on. One of them is IDEA, which is the Individual Disability Education Act, that helps fund and help support our students with disabilities. And we should not be cutting that or risking that program, because we should not be leaving those students behind and not supporting them. Similarly, our Title I program that helps provide funding for low-income families. And so if we risk that program or risk funding for those students, then we will potentially be leaving them behind. And now is not the time to be doing that either. And then lastly, all these programs and grant programs that are funded through the federal government, they represent about 6 to 8% of any school district budget. And while you may think that, well, that might be a little low, but what it really equates to a district like Torrance and similar size is about over 100 teachers that could potentially be cut if these programs go away. And what that then means is that we're going to have larger class size, which we don't want, and we don't want to necessarily be attacking an educational profession. On the contrary, we should be supporting the profession, supporting our students to be entering that profession, valuing it, because that is the investment we should be making for our future. And I really appreciate the opportunity to share some of that.